Hey there! Did you know Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices? And when you download the Kroger app, you'll enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. And don't forget fuel points to help you save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Want to save even more? With a Boost membership, you'll get double fuel points and free delivery. So shop and save big at Kroger today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 132 of the What Are We Doing podcast. Can't believe we're here for another week, and we're back. And we've got a few breaking news stories, a few mysteries to solve, a few things to get off our chest this week. And I mean, listen, if there isn't a good few scandals going in this country to make the entire anatomy of our country up in arms. So we've got two things going on that people care about this week. One is the ban, okay? Breaking news, the song TikTok by Kesha has just been voted on by the House, by the Senate. The House of Representatives have voted, and I mean, the numbers were like insane, dude. Like 81%, I think they said 81% voted yes. 81% voted yes to block this song in the United States. So anywhere that I think the song... Anywhere that TikTok is, like Spotify, Apple Music, all the streaming platforms, any commercials, any TikToks with the song in it will be taken down once this goes through. Now, I think what needs to happen is an American company needs to buy the rights to the song, and then we can keep it. There's 6 months to make that happen. But apparently, rumors are Kesha wants $1 trillion. Kesha wants $1 trillion for the rights to the song. And apparently there's like a legal battle. Scooter Braun owns like 98% of it. So like Kesha wouldn't even get the whole trillion. So there's like lawyers are involved. And what better way, listen, when's the last time we saw the Dems and Repubs agreeing on anything? 81% of the entire House of Representatives said yes to banning this thing. And so it's the fact that we can agree now may be a good sign for the future, but probably not, because this is where we're at, right? And so after having to listen, they forced every member of the House, they had to listen to the song for 6 hours straight on repeat. And that pretty much led Nancy Pelosi to say this.
TikTok. It's an attempt to make TikTok better. Tic-tac-toe. A winner.
Listen, they're not dying quick enough, okay? The people that are in charge, the people that are signing these orders and in control of our lives and our freedoms and making the policies that like go into effect years later, and now we're seeing that with taxes and everything else. Can we just like get rid of them? They're all literally 85 to 90 years old. I just talked to the woman who gave me this banging ass haircut with the face and the trim and the styling. Shout out to Lydia, my personal stylist. Hit her up if you need your shit done in Central PA. Go to Lydia. That's the only place to go. Okay? And so when we were just talking about the fact that we, like our generation, a lot of our friends, we're only like 31, 32, 33 years old. Okay? And the options that we have for presidency this year are like 79 and 83 years old. Biden doesn't know how to open a door, and Donald Trump might be in jail and partially when he's running for candidacy, probably not, but do you know what I mean? And so we have all this time left, and here we are. We need like 3 or 4 banging ass 30 to 35-year-old people in the House, in the Senate, in vice president / presidency. Like, can we not get a level-headed person? Like, can we not vote? Can we not have anyone on the ballot this year other than Nancy Pelosi and all of her friends at the fucking retirement home? Like, let's get some shit done over there. But if they're just, listen, you can't vote to ban TikTok, whether it's a song or a social media app in this country, if you don't know how to open a PDF. Go ahead. Any of the 81%, shout out to the other 19 who said, yeah, we're not banning this thing. Like, we like TikTok. We love it. Shout out to the 19%. We like those people. Okay. But the 81% that said, yeah, ban it, dude, get rid of it. Fuck you. And so, listen, if anyone in that 81% can tell me how to open a PDF, then we'll pass the legislation. So go ahead. I need a well-detailed, thought-out process of how you would download and open and print off a PDF on any device you can pick, whether it be a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, an Android, whatever device you want. Tell me exactly how you open a PDF. Go ahead, I'll wait. And as soon as we do that, then we can ban TikTok. Listen, the fact, I get it. The data, it's in China. They already have it. So whether we ban it now or we sell it to America and then we relay it back to China that way, listen, whether Kevin O'Leary buys it, whether it gets banned, it'll come back. And it doesn't matter because China already has that data. So what's it matter? The 75-year-olds are destroying our company. How am I supposed to throw the greatest party on the planet when the House of Representatives are blocking one of the greatest hits of all times? How am I supposed to play the party of the decade at my weddings this year when I can't play TikTok by Kesha? Because Nancy Pelosi and all of her friends just signed the paper that blocks it. You know what I mean? Like, it's only a matter of time. Like, TikTok on the clock, but the party don't stop. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, we'll get instead of a Taylor's version, we're going to get a United States version of TikTok by Kesha. You know what I mean? So it just tell me how to download a PDF and then we can talk about banning TikTok. Or instead, maybe, here's an idea. Here's just the simplest of things that we've come up with. Instead of spending our time, taxpayer dollars, resources, whatever, worrying about an app that we're all almost positive that we've been gaslit by a small aquarium in like Georgia somewhere about a Jesus pregnant stingray that doesn't seem to be giving birth anytime soon. Did they play us, dude? Are we being gaslit by the aquarium? Because I thought like a few weeks ago they said that Charlotte was giving birth any day now. And so far, I haven't seen a baby. So I don't know. I've seen conflicting stories. I might be the jackass, but I know y'all are thinking it because, like, where's the stingray baby? Where's stingray baby Jesus Steve Irwin? Show it to me. It needs to happen now. You know what I mean? But, like, instead of voting to ban TikTok, we could worry about the country's debt problem, the homeless problem. Flint, Michigan, I think just got litigation passed for clean water. That's great, but that's still a problem. The border problem, the fact that you've got some lady who doesn't know how to talk to the press as the speaker lady with the floofy hair. She's a problem. We've got so many other problems. in this country that I feel like we could be taken care of on a daily, if not weekly, monthly basis and keep the ball rolling smoothly here than having to worry about whether or not China knows whether or not I've purchased a Paisano pizza maker from the TikTok shop. Because guess what? I have. Okay? Here's the thing. China already knows. They're already listening. I didn't want to bring this up because as soon as I say the name, they're gonna get me again, okay? I'm on edge. I'm on friggin' edge, okay? You think the TikTok ban's weird? I'm getting stalked by Chinese companies left and right, and I've pledged my allegiance, okay? Taiwan who? Like one China all the way. I'm on their team, but they're coming for me, guys, okay? Remember 3 weeks ago? Remember 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago when Carlos and I were doing a podcast episode? We recapped the Super Bowl, okay? And we're talking about the commercials. And this year, one of the defining moments was Jesus and Temu. They came together and they single-handedly funded the entire Super Bowl commercial budget. Temu, I made a joke, right? I said a joke. It was funny. I said this. So Temu spent upwards of like 30 million. Just saying, if you've ever used the Temu app, I'd check your credit card statements because they probably use your information to pay for that shit. You know what I mean? And so 3 days later, after that podcast episode came out, I've been scared to say something about this, but all my friends tell me I have to put it out there. 3 days after that clip came out, I didn't tag Temu. I didn't send it to them. I didn't say anything to them on social media. I don't even think I clipped that up. I might have even clipped it. I'm not sure what I even did. I think it was just in the episode. Maybe there was something in the description, but other than that, I just posted it. You know what I mean? I got an email. I got an email from a Temu representative, a customer service PR representative with the Temu logo on top and 5 paragraphs that stated nothing but them telling me, "Hi, Levi McCurdy, we saw your recent podcast clip episode, and we just want to clarify a few things. We understand that in the recent podcast, you talked about Temu and how we might have potentially used some of our customers' credit card information to pay for our recent Super Bowl advertising. And we just want you to rest assured that basically we're a 5-star company. We have billions of dollars of investors. We keep our customers' data safe. And there's nothing for you or anyone who uses our platform to worry about." Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure they're getting sued by multiple organizations for like data and like hacking and whatever else. Like I got a Temu package like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It just had a bunch of random shit in it. I never ordered anything off Temu. It had a shitty memory card, some really crappy Tupperware containers, some other things that I threw away, and like 1 or 2 other things. A nail clipper. I got this new nail clipper set that came in there. That was banging. And it was all free. It was addressed to me, my address, but I never ordered anything off of Temu. So Temu's doing something because they're sending me emails saying you can rest assured, Mr. McCurdy. They found, I don't know how Google Alerts work, but all I'm saying is someone at Temu saw that clip or found it on purpose or did whatever they needed to do, and they emailed me, dude, and they said that there's nothing to worry about. And we're not going to steal your data. Buy with us. And like, I'm freaking out. Like, are they watching me? Are they going to get me? Like, am I on their radar now? Also, shout out to Temu for watching the pod. You know what I mean? If no one else is watching this podcast, the people at Temu are. The team, shout out to the team at Temu. If you guys want to sponsor, listen, we could set up wawdpod.com/Temu. People can get like 1,000,000% off their order for the next 16 orders if they use our promo code. Let us know. Let's partner because you're probably going to see this. If you saw the last clip, you're definitely going to see this one. Temu, when you watch this, I get it. When I was talking about the credit cards and the stealing the information, it was a joke. It was all a joke. calm down. It's fine. It's satire. You might not have that over in China, but it's fine. We have it here. It's Temu. We get it. Listen, once you're done building your warehouses here, because I think it's Temu and like some other company, they're building their warehouses here to compete with Amazon, just to pretty much get all of our stuff from Temu here to us quicker. And so it's TikTok. I think TikTok and Temu are building warehouses now in the United States so they can get us our products quicker, because we all know they're just drop shipped directly from China. So listen, wawdpod.com/Temu team, let's set it up, and we'll get it taken care of. But how creepy is that? How creepy the fact, listen, and I've been doing this for 2 to 3 years. In 2 to 3 years, I've talked shit and made stuff up about Joe Rogan, celebrities, podcasters, businesses, billionaires, Amazon, Elon, Jeff Bezos. I've talked to people about we've cut things up out of context, and not ever one single time has a company or a representative of one reached out and said, hey, we saw the pod and what you said actually isn't what it is. And that's where we're at. So a little scared. It's like, are they listening? Who's listening out there? Who triggered the Temu alert? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. So if we're still allowed to use Temu, why can't we use TikTok? The banning of the TikTok app is one of the most horrendous things that anyone's ever seen. So here's what's going to happen, folks. Here's what's going to happen. Someone has to buy it. And so what I have done, this is breaking news. I just put it on Facebook. If you haven't followed us on Facebook, wawdpod.com/Facebook, give us a like, give us a follow over there. Our Taylor Swift reel just blew up. It's got 100 likes on it. It's got 10,000 views. These boomers think that the AI Taylor Swift is actually real, and that's just where we're at in society. So I'm getting torn apart over there for that, and I'm getting torn apart on YouTube in the comments section for something completely different. But we announced it over there first. I am buying TikTok. I am going to be the United States investor. I have about 4 or 5. It might be 6 or 7. A couple people still haven't signed yet, but we are working on a team of people to buy the TikTok app. I am heading the team. I myself am putting in $300 million to buy it. And then the rest of the guys are coming in with their prospective amounts, $3 to $4 to $5 to $600 million each. I can't name names, but Schmo Hogan might be one of the names. Belon Husk might be one of the names. You know what I mean? So, Jam Moltman, we've got some heavy hitters on the list. I didn't say any names. You did. So I've got some friends who are investing, and we are going to buy TikTok. Okay. Tic-tac-toe. I'm the winner, Nancy Ho. And so that's where we're at now. That's where we're at. That's where we're at financially. That's where we're at with the businesses. That's where we're at with the networking. We've been on Zoom and Skype and FaceTime and in-person flights to here to there for the last 3 to 4 weeks. And we've really got the deal and the package and the contract and everything done. We just have to submit our offer. And it looks like things are looking good. The lawyers are optimistic. And the What Are We Doing podcast is going to own a part, but the majority stakeholding of the new version of TikTok. And so we don't plan on doing anything different. Obviously, everyone on the planet will see nothing but my content on their news feed and their algorithm and their friends list, whatever the STEM column, wherever you're at, every 3 to 4 TikToks will be one of mine. And so that'll be the only change. But everything else is going to stay the same. The creator program, we're going to beef that up with some investments. We're going to make some changes to live. We're going to make it so Jason Nash makes 3 more cents per donation on every single one of his streams. So we're going to change his life again. You know what I mean? David Dobrik who. And so it's crazy. It's crazy the direction we're going. It's crazy the direction we're going to take it. And I think we're really going to do this. We're going to buy TikTok. Now, if that plan gets blocked, if for whatever reason they're like, hey, that's not enough money, or like, hey, you can't actually own TikTok, we don't want you to have it, then we've already got that taken care of. Because for like, I don't know, $10,000, for like $10,000, you can get an app developed in this country. So we had a backup plan, and we already have our app competitor to TikTok lined up. Okay. And so, basically it's a TikTok competitor. It's a video platform. It's a social media app. You can shop on there. It's basically a TikTok clone, and we're calling it Branches. Okay. So you can download Branches, and basically, like, when you, instead of liking a video, you'll extend a branch to that video. And the more branches you get, the bigger your tree grows, the bigger the video is, you know what I mean? And then the person with the biggest video has the biggest tree. And so the app Branches, you can download it now. We've got like 300 million users already. And we've got room for plenty more. So we plan on 10xing that number. We're looking to take on the full traffic of TikTok. We've already prepared our servers and everything we need to pretty much take on this rush when the app does officially get banned by the president here any day now. He said if they pass it, he'll sign it, and it's done. And so we'll see. I think we've got a few months for them to figure out if they're going to sell it to us or someone else. But basically, we've got contingencies either way. You can download Branches, like I said, in the App Store now. But basically, me and my investors and my team, my developers, my designers, we've got the next winning app. Tic-tac-toe, we're the winners. You know what I mean? And so that's where we're at. So be on the lookout. You're either going to be on Branches and TikTok at the same time, or just Branches. So you might as well get that now. Whether we buy TikTok or not. So it's been a crazy last few weeks here at the household. Been real busy with the business hustle, man. I mean, you know what I mean? So like buying TikTok is insane. Having the competitor app now is insane. And just, I think what do we just hit 500 million users on the Branches app. One of my videos is currently at the top, of course, you know what I mean? I got that top spot. And, but there's some Asian chick who's got an account that's like, she's got like 30 million followers already. And she's right behind me. She's right behind me, but it's because I coded it so it's not possible for her to surpass me. I'll always be 10 followers and subscribers ahead of her, no matter what, because I'm the owner and that's how it works. So I win all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm the new owner. Don't worry. TikTok isn't going anywhere. I wouldn't let that happen to you guys. Okay. Thank you so much for your support. Listen, if it wasn't for every single person who listened to this podcast, to help make this happen, it truly is a dream come true, and we can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough for making this happen in our lives, and to be the new CEO. I'm getting like unlimited products from the TikTok shop for free. Like my life has changed so much in the last few weeks. It's crazy. So tic-tac-toe, I'm the winner. You know what I mean? It's getting wild out there. And you know what? It's getting so wild that this next bit of news is one of those stories that when I saw it, I knew I had to say something. I knew I had to be the one to report on it. Because again, like I said last week, the Tim Dillons, the Joe Rogans, the Flagrants, the Joe Buttons, the 280 Pluses, the other podcast of the world are not talking about this story. The news isn't, social media is not, your podcast are not, your parents are not. No one in your life is talking about this story except for me. And if that couldn't be the most true statement that you've ever heard on this show before, I don't know what is, because no one in their right mind could have possibly ever in any reality told you that just a mere 4 days ago that Murray, the magician, has been suspended indefinitely from the Magic Castle. They revoked his access. They revoked his membership. They revoked his right to be on the property. Poor Maury, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Murray. I don't even actually know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. I think it's Murray. He can no longer go to the Magic Castle. For those of you who are not initiated and didn't get their Hogwarts letters, basically what happens is when you turn 13, you get your Hogwarts letter, you get accepted into the Magic Society, you become a magician or a witch, guy, girl, whatever. The transgender community, I don't think it's hit the wizarding world yet, so it's one or the other. You got to pick one, sorry. And so when you get accepted, you get access into the Magic Castle. Some people get passed there, kind of like the Comedy Store and comedians. That's how that works. And so basically, he's been doing this forever. He's performed in Vegas. He has a stage show. Of course, he has a show and does things at and with and for the Magic Castle probably quite often because he's a famous, popular magician within the community. So, what better way to stay relevant in 2024 than to be a professional magician, okay? It's kind of on the way out. Listen, professional magicians now need to go on podcasts like Steve-O's Wild Ride to keep their their careers intact. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen magicians completely shift what they do from like magic to just like pranks, social media stuff to like from like Chris Angel used to have like 3 or 4 TV shows or seasons and Mind Freak, and now it's just like a show at like the Rio or something. It's not even at the Luxor anymore. And it's like, we tried to bring it back on TV, but like no one cares. And so magic is kind of one of those things that's faded right now. It'll come back in popularity. It always does every few years. AGT is kind of not it right now either. So like once maybe that's popping again, maybe whatever new reality competition show takes that place of that show once it inevitably goes, probably here in a few years, magic might come back. Penn and Teller got rid of Allison Hannigan, so now like Fool Us is weird, and that's kind of dated too now. So like magic is at an all-time low in society, right? And so when you're a magician who is maybe struggling to sell seats or tickets or just wants to stay relevant online and in the public eye, you need to follow trends of social media. And when you're posting on things like TikTok, Facebook, Reels, Instagram, Stories, whatever it may be, anything just for people to watch, YouTube, Shorts, everything, podcast interviews, anything you can think of, you have to just do it and put it out and keep posting and pushing and posting and pushing. So every opportunity you get can potentially be an option to go viral. And so for those of you, again, who are uninitiated, one of the most traditional things to do and to get a lot of views is to reveal magic, right? I used to work for a man named JJ who lived in Australia, who ran a very, very prominent YouTube channel. I think it's still up now, called Free Magic Live. And JJ would go on every week and he would do card tricks around Melbourne, Australia, and he would impress pretty women and their boyfriends most of the time sometimes. And then at the end of the trick, he'd be like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do it so you can be cool like me. And we ran it for like, he ran it for like 10 plus years. And he hired me at one point to edit and do like a news thing. And like we tried to expand it and do other stuff with it. We did like a news channel at one point. And so Free Magic Live and like the Masked Magician and like revealing magic tricks for a period of time was the sexy thing to do. And so like Chris Angel did it in some of his shows and demonstrations. Like every magician has a magic kit with their name on it. And so on TikTok now, the trend is for the magician to do the trick with their significant other standing behind them. And when they do the trick and mystify the audience and do the magic, the significant other, the girlfriend, whoever comes up behind them and reveals how the trick is done to the point where it's no longer mystical, no longer magic. And it's funny, it's satire, it ruins the trick. We all know how it's done anyways. And so it's supposed to be comical. And that's the kind of magician that Murray is. He's a comical magician. And so here is the video that he got in trouble for. This is the video. It's funny. I get it. You'll get it. Check it out. Here we go. Boom. Impressive. And she come. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Easy. Kit Kat. Boom. 2 Kit Kat. Now Gimme. Right. So she revealed how it's done. And then he sits there and okay, here's oh wow, look at the pen. And it's the pen with the magnet and the fake tip. We get it. And so like these tricks aren't the issue is right. So here's the issue. These tricks aren't like half of them are tricks, half of them are just silly illusion. Like it's not that serious of a reveal. Murray the Magician is walking the plank, the magic world's version anyway, as the famed Magic Castle suspends him for breaking a long-standing rule about revealing how to do tricks. But he says that rule's gotta change. Here's the deal. Murray filmed a fun video he shared online, which doing a bunch of different magic tricks for the camera, only to have his sexy sidekick, his wife Danny, burst his bubble and reveal the secret behind the trick. Murray's video racked up over 50 million views on Facebook, and that's how Hollywood's most famous exclusive club for magicians, the Magic Castle, has suspended him. How insane is this world that we live in? This is the world that we live in. Is this the country this is the State of the Union? The Academy of Magical Arts, the group that runs the Magic Castle, told the magician he's suspended pending an investigation into complaints that he violates their rules by exposing magic online. The man must be stopped at this point in time. Someone get Chris Angel, get David Blaine, get David Copperfield, get Penn and Teller, and get them all on a Zoom call and have them vote. If they say yes, then he's out. If they say no, then we can keep him in the Magic Castle or vice versa, flip it and reverse it. You know what I mean? And so if that's what they say on the Zoom call, that should be the council. There's an actual letter here. Dear Mr. Sawchuck, You have been suspended pending an investigation by the Committee of the Member Conduct regarding complaints that you're violating our rules by exposing magic online. Mr. Dennis Farrell will be notifying you when the meeting will take place before the committee. In the meantime, you are not allowed to enter the Magic Castle. Kathy, Secretary, Board of Directors, the Academy of Magic Arts. This is serious news, folks. This is serious stuff. What did I say? Your friends aren't talking about it. Your podcast, your news outlet, your social media feed. You rely on me to bring you the heavy-hitting, serious topics of the news. I mean, wow. Maury tells TMZ the magic community needs to update these outdated rules because it's 2024 and folks can go on the internet and learn magic tricks on their own. Basically, Maury's calling out the AMA for guarding an empty safe by punishing magicians who pull the curtain back. As he says, it's not like he was sharing details behind David. Right. It's not like he was sharing David Copperfield or Chris Angel's famous tricks because everything in the viral video is available on Amazon for anyone to purchase and use. Exactly. Right. It's not like he's, like, how does David Copperfield make the moon disappear? Like, he didn't tell us that. And so the real issue here is his fame. He says the video wouldn't be a problem if he was a birthday magician in Barstow, but because the video is racking up a bunch of views, suddenly the AMA has beef. It's because he's famous. It's their fault. So we're going to keep you updated on this story. We don't know. We don't know when the hearing is. We'll definitely get that date for you. And we'll definitely keep you posted on the news. If he gets his membership back, if he gets regained into the castle, we'll see what Penn and Teller have to say about this. We're going to keep you posted. I know you guys now fully understand how important the magic and magician community of 2024 in the United States is. I mean, it's a big deal. We've got TMZ reporting. We've got letters officiated. We've got everything that needs to be taken care of. And it's just unfortunate that Murray's wrapped up in this situation. Kind of wish it was Chris Angel, but you know what I mean? It's cool. I get it. 50 million views. Shout out to you, man. And so, like I said, we're going to keep you posted on this story. Don't you doubt it for 1 second. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's Kate Gate, babe. Where is she? Where's Kate Middleton? I'll say it again. Where's Kate Middleton? Hey, where's Kate? Where is she? Have you seen her? Is she over here? Is she over there? Where is she? Where's Kate? Have you seen her? Where's she at? Where's Kate Middleton? Because we haven't seen her since December 23rd, I think. Sometime, the late December, right around Christmas, is the last time that we've seen Kate Middleton. Where is she? Royals, Palace, England, those people over there, where is she? Because we need to know. We don't care about you and everything else you got going on a daily basis, but right now, she's one of us, right? Is she one of us too? She's the one that got in. The Meghan Markle couldn't get in. They only had quota for one, right? I'm pretty sure where's Kate Middleton? We care too much about it. Where is she? Let's find her because we need to see a face right now. Let's go. Here's the issue. We've last seen Kate December 23rd is the last time we saw her. Last public appearance. We knew, most people knew, some people knew, I don't know, I thought we knew. It was public knowledge that in January, she was going in to do an abdominal surgery. Something was wrong, a health issue. She was getting surgery done sometime in January. Now, that surgery calls for a 1 to 2, potentially 3-month recovery time. We're pretty sure it's been enough time for her to recover. We just want to see her precious, beautiful, baby, loving, hot, sexy face. We just want to see it, okay? We want to see her face to let us know she's still alive. We need to know that. It's important. And so the recovery time's here. Sunday rolls along. It's Mother's Day. What better opportunity to share a photo of Kate, the 3 kids, on Mother's Day. Here you go. Look at her. She's looking good. She looks fantastic. But upon further inspection, about 27 minutes after this photo hit the internet from the official, Twitter account or whatever it may be, we tore it apart. And we found that it was photoshopped to the nine. There's something wrong with the hands, something wrong with the skirt, something wrong with the face, something wrong with over here, something wrong with over there. The photo was shopped majorly. And so once the internet did its thing and found that out pretty much instantly, they put a kill order on it. This isn't an official release from the castle. And we get a tweet. We get a tweet from the joint account, okay, which is an attempt to, lessen the voices of the American people, because we need to know. I don't think anyone over in England really cares, but we need to know where she is. And as an attempt to respond, listen, at this point, with the whole Photoshop and the photo, you're dealing with people who literally, they came out and said Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. And we all said, they said Jeffrey Epstein hung himself in his jail cell and now he's dead, committed suicide. And we all went, what? No, he didn't. That was it. That was the overall response from 99.9% of the people involved who heard the story, who knew what actually happened and went on. So to think that they were going to just slip on by with an out-of-whack Photoshop 19 different times photo for the American people to have and to satisfy our feelings for, completely and utterly wrong-o. And so they released a tweet. They released a tweet, presumably coming from Kate herself. It was Kate and her husband's account. And basically, in a nutshell, it says, yeah, I'm Kate Middleton. I dabble a little bit in Photoshop. I was testing my skills on lesson number 42, how to cut and replace and move things around. And that's what it was. I'm sorry for doing that. And that's pretty much it. I Photoshopped it. You're welcome. And that's all you need to know. And then she said, sorry, not sorry. Haha, LOL, #family at the end. And that's what we got. And that's where we're at. Who's buying it? Who's buying that? You cannot give us an official release photo that's been Photoshopped to the nines and your only excuse is that Kate likes to Photoshop her photos. And with what? All of her time? All of her extra time for new hobbies like graphic design and photoshopping? Does the royal budget allow for an Adobe cloud account? Like, who's paying for... What are we talking? Are we honestly supposed to believe that in her free time, Kate Middleton sits there and watches YouTube videos and takes lessons and might be in some night classes for photoshopping photos of her and her children when they literally have and pay millions of dollars a year publicists, agencies, people who do that for them? They don't even run their own social media accounts. And we are supposed to believe that she edits the photos? Listen, we all know what happened. We all know what happened with Diana, okay? Don't make us go through that again. If they try to pull the same stunt that they did with Deanna, with Kate, come on. You can't play the same move twice. It's 2024. You've got to be a little more creative than that. If Kate is no longer existing on this planet as of right now, if we're going down that road, which I don't think we are, we're probably going this way. We'll get to it in a minute. But if we're going down that road, then there better be a better explanation than the car went into the tunnel and something happened and it exploded randomly. That it would never have happened before. Randomly like that ever, and there's no explanation for it, but that's what happened, and that's what we're saying. Okay, Great. Listen, I know where she is. Okay. It's not hard to figure out. We did a few Google searches that a lot of people probably wouldn't have thought of. We ran some numbers. We talked to some people at the embassy. We talked to some people at Buckingham Palace, and we know exactly where she is. Okay. Listen, this story about the surgery is just a wall. It's a wall that they pulled over your eyes because for the last 3 months, okay, and listen, I don't even know if I should say this. They're probably going to come for me after I say that. If you don't hear from me after this for a while, just know they probably came for me. Listen, she's not, you're probably, when you hear this, you probably you might die. Not her, literally, not her dead. She's fine. She's okay. But you literally, listen, I'll tell you, Kate Middleton is one of the contestants on this year's season of The Masked Singer. Okay. I know a person who has the direct line. We've talked, we've gotten the information to Nick Cannon. Of course, Nick Cannon knows everything that's going on in the show. He's now owns it or something. And so it's one of his 18 jobs. And so Nick Cannon is in it and he knows what's going on. And the pink fish this season, if you know, you know, it'll be revealed here in the next few weeks, is Kate Middleton. Okay. She's one of the contestants on The Masked Singer. It's just, they're going to pop the head off and she's going to come out and she's going, "You guys didn't like my rendition of Baby by Justin Bieber." And I was like, "Baby, baby, baby, oh, wait." And I have a terrible British accent because she probably does too. And so it's you know what I mean? So we're probably going to see that here in the next few weeks. And then everyone will be like, "Oh, shoot, that's what happened. That's where Kate was. That's crazy you did that." That's the biggest swoop of 2024. We all thought she was dead. We all thought she was outie fi thowie. We thought the queen was tired of that bit. We thought she was out of there. Wow, she's the pink fish? Dang, we didn't see that coming. All right. Well, good job, Kate. Then we'll clap. It'll be a viral moment. It'll be great. Listen, she's not on I don't know, maybe she's on The Masked Singer, but I think here's where I think she's really at, okay? What everyone needs to understand is they're still doing stuff over there at the castle, the hierarchy, the people, how it works, the whole thing. There's no president. It's just the one family that runs it all. It literally is and functions almost, not obviously the barbaric stuff, but almost in the terms of the laws and the rules and family, is a modern day version of the Game of Thrones. Okay. And what I think is happening here is Kate, one, watched all 8 seasons. She probably didn't like the last 2, but that's fine. No one did. It was supposed to be a movie. They're like, "No, we're not going to make it a movie." It's besides the point. I'm going to get off topic. Kate knows what she's doing. She's smart. She's playing chess. She's like the rest of us, playing chess moves. It might take a while, but eventually we'll win, and eventually it'll be beneficial for everybody. And so all her life has been leading up to this exact point in time. She had a chance to go away with the surgery, and she knew she could stay away for as long as she wanted to. Okay. So her husband, pretty sure her husband's name's Charles, right? I didn't know the name. I don't need to know the names. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Kate's husband is next in line for the throne. Okay. And Lil Buddy sitting on the throne has cancer. He's not looking good. He didn't look good the day they put him on the throne. He didn't look good 10 years before that. And he's not looking good today. It's any day now that the king over there is going to kick it. Okay. And so then it's the husband, it's Lil Buddy's turn. That's it. He's next in line. He'll be dubbed king. And that makes Kate queen. I'm pretty sure. But the issue is a little bitty tit named Rose. Who's Rose? She's like Rose, not Titanic Rose, different real life now Rose, is like the Duchess of Squagglyburg or something, some other part of England. She's important, kind of, but not as important as Kate is. But Rose is allegedly the mistress. Okay, here's the breakdown. This is probably and most definitely what's most likely happening. But if you know, right? Prince William got his mistress, Rose Hanbury, pregnant, and Rose has decided to keep the baby, and Kate had a nervous breakdown. Okay, of course, well, who wouldn't, right? Your husband's mistress, you can get through that. You're a public figure. You got to deal with your husband having a mistress. It's part of the game. They all do. Eventually, one way or another, it's going to happen. You're prepped for it beforehand. She can deal with it. But if the mistress gets pregnant, that complicates things because now they both have to go to Thanksgiving dinner if, in fact, the baby is, born. And so basically, Rose says, well, I'm keeping the baby because I want him to be, a king baby. Like, it'll be whatever. But if he ever has a chance of being the king and it's a boy, I want to keep it. And then it'll be great for me and my new family. And Kate can piss off is basically Rose's thinking. So Kate had a nervous breakdown. And in a fit of rage, she revealed to William that she was having an affair of her own with Thomas Kingston and that she was pregnant. Okay? Kingston wound up dead due to a trauma injury shortly thereafter. You know what I mean? You start effing with the actual royal family, bada bing, bada boom, you're dead. You go and testify as a whistleblower against Boeing, the number one plane, multi-trillion, quadrillion dollar company, Boeing, and you're going to testify and say they're a terrible company, and then bada boom, bada bing, you're found in the parking lot, you're dead, okay? Shortly thereafter, there was trauma. So William was then seen with a bit of bruising, called battle signs, which indicates a blow to the head. This likely occurred during the death of Kingston, which is why the media reports circulated about what members of the royal family can be charged with in a crime. So they still play by the old school rules. If you got to duel somebody, if you got to battle it out with somebody, A, you can do that, and B, you can do that to the death. And so that's where the king and the prince and the duchess and duke of England is over there fighting it out. And our homeboy won and Kingston 0, So Kate was forced to basically, unfortunately, get rid of Kingston's child, but the procedure became complicated. And that... to add to that, the nervous breakdown and William potentially having been present for her now new lover's murder, you can see why the crown demanded she be secluded. So basically, they both had an affair and the husbands duked it out and her actual husband murdered her new boyfriend. And so no one's worried about Rose at the time, but after all that happened, they were like, hey, we can't have this mess in the public. We got to keep Kate out of the public eye, put her somewhere over there, okay? So now that that's happening, right, there's chaos in the family, and the kids aren't old enough nor media trained enough to keep up appearances. We're talking about Kate's kids now, right? They're only like 5, 8, maybe 10, whatever. They're like not old enough to know what to say and what not to say and how to say it and the right things to say at the right time. And so they're not able to be in the public either. So we got to keep Kate over there and we got to keep the kids over there because if any of this gets out, it's not going to be good for us. And there's going to be riots in the streets and we're going to look like other countries and it's going to be crazy. We got to keep our family in power. And so there are rumors that one of Rose's kids is actually William's. In the argument that preceded the breakdown, Kate asked William to stop, and he didn't. And because he knows he doesn't want a divorce because she wants to be queen and therefore is stuck in the marriage. It was at this point, breakdown in full swing, that she revealed the Kingston relationship in her own pregnancy. Listen, it's crazy. The rabbit hole will go forever. You cannot follow one path. So whether you believe she's just fine and it's all rainbows and sunshine over in England, or something went wrong during the surgery and she just needs extra recovery time and she'll be okay in a few weeks, or he had an affair and she wants it gone and is waiting for that to happen, or they both had an affair and the dudes battled it out old school style, and now one might be dead and now he's there and there's kids involved and born and unborn children and the crown. Kate wants to be queen. Charles wants to be king. Here's the last thing I'll say. I'll say this. It's a bit of a coincidence, but I don't think anyone has really put two and two together. Another reason why you need to listen to this podcast on a weekly basis is that we haven't seen Kate Middleton since like December 28th. And like a day later is the last time we've seen Pete Davidson. So Pete Davidson, Kate Middleton disappearing together. Is there a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. Think about it. Pete Davidson, his dating career is insane. He could pull Kate. If you don't think for a moment that Pete Davidson couldn't get with a single Kate Middleton, you're out of your mind. It could happen. It's most likely a conspiracy at this point, but it could happen, okay? And I mean, there's a song now. There's a song about her. I mean, the internet's quick, dude. The internet's quick. Listen, this is what they forget. This is what a lot of people forget. This is what our government and the rest of the world's government forgets, is like, and the royal families and whoever's in charge in the other countries. This is what they need to know. We're not idiots anymore. With the creation and the portability and the accessibility and the ease of the internet now, especially in 2024, it's gotten a hell of a lot better, obviously, through the years. We're not idiots anymore, and we can access information quicker and process it faster than ever before. Like, yeah, I get it. Back in like 2001 to 2006, planes that our government may or may not have known about crashed into our towers. It sparked the war. We were in Iraq for 20 plus years because that's what the headlines read, and we didn't have any other sources to tell us otherwise. Alex Jones was a thing, of course, but he was a little crazy then, and like no one could really access him because of how infant the internet actually was. And so like, then come to find out that war was just like all about the oil. Bush had a relationship with third world country leaders and their families. It was all about the drone strikes, and we're actually a terrible company. And like George Bush killed a lot of innocent people. And so, but we didn't know about that because at the time, the only way we got our news was either a newspaper that only like 4% of people actually read or actually like cared about or paid attention to. And if CNN or Fox News wasn't reporting on it or telling us that that was the truth, then that's what we knew at the time. And then the internet became a thing, and 2007 came, and Steve Jobs and Apple changed the world forever. And then we got information at an instant. And so it's just crazy to think that these organizations, when it comes to like starting wars and releasing viruses that cause global pandemics for more than a year to 2.5 to 3 years of our time and kills millions of people to deaths that we know, like the Boeing guy, the Clintons have killed people, the Jeffrey Epstein story, like all of these things. We're supposed to believe that Princess Diana, the car just poof, magic. Like Maury the magician showed up and poof, magic. There was the car in flames. And so we're just supposed to, we don't live in that world anymore. But the ones committing these crimes think we do. And this is how fast the internet moves. This is how fast the internet moves, to the point where we have a song about the missing Kate Middleton. And here it is. It's great. Just listen. Just listen to it. It's fantastic.
Kate Middleton, where are you? Is this a horror story? Princess Middleton, where are you? The world is starting to worry. Did they Diana of you? Did something cruel happen to you? Hey, what is going on in Windsor's home? Give us a sign that you're alive, or do a license where you tell us you're okay. You're okay, right?
Where is she? Where is she? Where is Kate? Where is she? Those are the questions. We're banning TikTok, the app, of course. The Kesha thing was a joke if you didn't get it. We're banning the app, TikTok, in this country, and we are searching for the next Queen of England, Kate Middleton. Where is she? We can't find her. Can you find her? I don't know where she is, but she's got to be, we got to see her. If she was okay, why isn't it that easy for the people, the PR, the company, the palace, the kingdom, whoever releases the photos? Just give us a photo. Give us a selfie, put a Snapchat filter on it, screenshot from the day of, now, today, that it happened, whatever. Give us a photo of her and the husband and the kids and let us know that she's alive. That will put all of the worries to rest. It will put all of the rumors to rest. It will put all the speculation to rest. It'll put all of it to rest. But they haven't done that. Why? Because they can't? Because they don't want to? Because they were told not to? Because she's exiled? Because she's no longer living? It's the mystery of 2024. If we could give two shits about the election, this country's politics, what Donald Trump's doing now, no one really cares anymore. We just want to know one of three things. Can I keep using TikTok? Did the stingray give birth yet? And where the fuck is Kate Middleton at? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the What Are We Doing podcast. This has been another incredible episode. Listen, if you've rocked with me this far, you need to go check out the 280 Plus podcast. My episode with Loesch just dropped today. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, visuals every day this week. They're coming. Check it out. It's a 2-hour-long conversation that we have about mischief, Elon Musk. We talk about AI a little bit. We talk about fast food, KFC, Little Caesars, Love is Blind, a full-blown season recap of that. It's an incredible 2-hour-long conversation. So put it on now, start it through the weekend, and let me know how it goes. And once you're done, come back and re-listen to this episode. It's 132 weeks of the What Are We Doing podcast. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, leave a comment. The algorithm loves us when you do that, and you have no idea how much it supports and benefits us as a show. So if you haven't done so already, just do those 3 simple things. It's free, it's easy, and it helps us out in more ways than one. Check us out at wawdpod.com/links, wawdpod.com/links, and that is where you will find all of our social media platforms, where to listen, where to watch, where to join us, where to subscribe, where to follow, where to interact, where to leave a comment, where to buy the merch, where to support this hour-long entertainment every week. If you haven't done so already, just give us a share, give us a like. It's free. You're paying for a multi-billion-dollar company's product on a daily basis, but you can't give your favorite hometown indie podcaster, whether you know me personally or not, a share or a like on social media. Check it out. Do that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the links down below in the description. You can catch all of our friends and supporters and how to help us financially down there below, whether it's getting a better cell phone plan through Visible, getting your friend a gel blaster for their birthday, or using online tools like Repurpose or 17 Hats to run your small business. Do it now. Use our links. Help yourself. Help us at the same time. And we will see you guys in the coming weeks. We have some guests lined up coming for spring and in the summertime. Carlos and I are constantly talking back and forth. The House of the Dragon is coming back for HBO season 2 in, I believe, June or July. We've got some CW shows coming back. We might be doing another reality show. Who knows? Love is Blind was so great this season. We're not sure. We're constantly talking. Be sure to check out that 280 plus episode. Like I said, I'm saying it again because I know you didn't listen the first time. I know you didn't hear me, and it's okay, but I need you to listen and I need you to watch the 280 plus podcast. Check out the What Are We Doing podcast. Check out Felix and the Journeyman Chronicles podcast. Check out Jeff and everything he's doing online, social media, whether it's a podcast or streaming or just posting. Like our friends, like our followers, like our listeners. Talk amongst yourselves. Thank you guys so much. It's been another week of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy. Peace out, everybody. This is the What Are We Doing podcast.